BestJamaica.com, covering Jamaica in its entirety. From Negril Point to Morant Point, Galena Point to Rocky Point. BestJamaica.com is your source, bringing authentic Jamaica to you.
But before we go to the music, tell me some of the things you can remember about Dennis Brown earlier in your childhood.
As I said, he's my hero. But even before we go into that, it's a known fact that during the 70s, people all young men in the 70s, a little bit before my time, but all young men in the 70s wanted to be Dennis Brown.
Wow. Oh.
Dennis Brown was, as a matter of fact, he was called the boy wonder. And yes, probably about 90% of the young males during the 70s wanted to be Dennis Brown. So you can imagine. But yes, Dennis Brown was my favorite artist then, and still is. His lyrics, the way his voice. And I could relate to his music a lot. I don't know how, I don't know why, but yes, I gravitated to Dennis from probably the first time I heard Money in My Pocket.
Oh, yes, I remember that one. I sure remember that one, and that one is coming up on our list. But first of all, let's go and listen to Johnny, You're Too Bad.
Walking down the road with a pistol in your waist, Johnny, you're too bad. Walking down the road with a ratchet in your waist, Johnny, you're too bad. Just robbing and stabbing and looting and shooting, but you're too bad. Just robbing and stabbing and looting and shooting, but you're too bad. One of these days, when you hear a voice say come, you're gonna run to. One of these days, when you hear a voice say come, where you gonna run to? You're gonna run to the rock for rescue, there will be no rock. You're gonna run to the rock for rescue, there will be no rock. No rock. love me, and so how am I able to know? You always tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I've asked you, and then I ask you over again. You only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't want to wind up being part of broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. And please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Perhaps, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. A million times I've asked you, and then I ask you over again. You only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't want to wind up being part of broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. And please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Perhaps, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what you get to say.
Yes, Steve. Do you like those two? Tell me what you remember about them. I mean, Johnny, you too bad, I'm sure.
Yes, Johnny, you too bad. Because in those days you have the rude boy culture. The rude boy culture was in its initial stage in Jamaica, and so this song was about the rude boys, really, you know, walking down the road with your pistol in your waist. Johnny, you too bad. And this song perhaps is I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can clearly remember that one.
Yes, I think well, Dennis Brown wasn't the first guy to have sung this one. I think Desmond Decker, I think, did the original. But as you know, whenever Dennis touches anything, it turns gold. So
yes, of course. Definitely. And as we have said before, the king himself of reggae, Bob Marley, cited him as he became his crown prince, and he said that he was one of the very influential to him as well.
yes, most certainly. But I don't think that Dennis got the well in Jamaica. Dennis was really, really popular, but I don't think that he got the recognition outside of Jamaica that he truly deserves. But for sure, in Jamaica, he is really, really a king. I can tell you, if you touch the dance hall, right? From the 70s through to the 80s into the 90s, Dennis Brown, even though because I'm sorry.
the brand of his thing, the lovers rock, the subgenre of well, more or less the reggae, out of reggae at the time. That was more or less his kind. I think probably he kind of put the lovers thing into that kind of era, because one of those guys at the time who was really in the more loving part of the music.
Yes, certainly. A lot of these songs are really lovers rock, but if you check the rhythm that's behind it, those rhythms are powerful in the dance hall.
Oh, definitely. Man in Jamaica, just grabbing beer bottle and you just lean up on the wall and rock to that music. Occasionally lifting up him foot every now and then, but just hugging and tighten up on him guineas or him right stripe.
Yeah, well, most certainly. Because you see, what happened is that Dennis Brown music goes across, cuts right across all types of people, because the grassroots people can relate to his music, the middle class, and also as a matter of fact, Dennis had signed to an international label once, and he did some really nice crossover songs too, So he's able to his music is able to satisfy a wide cross section of people.
Truly, and we're going to hear a lot more coming up. Let's go hit the boards again with some more of the Crown Prince of Reggae, Mr. Dennis Brown.
Oh,